Welcome back, Death Toll Racing. We got another episode on a Ram 3500. This is the upper glove box. So this is a Tradesman truck, or it started off as a Tradesman truck, and it just has a cubby. A cubby. I got an extra hand.
You talk with your hands a lot. I was helping.
So anyway, we're gonna convert it into actually having a glove box. So I'll show you what it looks like right now, and then yeah, there's the glove box lid that Akila has there. That's the lid, and we also have the liner for the inside. So I've already kind of looked at it. I already know what we're going to have to do to take it out. It's very easy. You need the, what are these? 7mm nut driver and a Phillips to put the other glove box in. I think that is it. Probably a flashlight.
What number Phillips, Gavin?
Number 2. So the very first thing you're going to do is open your glove box. You have a cable right here. That's what makes it open, you know, so fancy like that. So just take that and just slide it down, and it'll fall out. So it's like a, you know, like a figure 8 or a teardrop shape.
There it is.
So that just goes in there like that, and then locks in. So just pull it. Shut it a little bit, pull it up, knock that out. You can just let it go. It won't hurt it. So then squeeze in, and it releases on either side, and then just lift it out, and your glove box is out. So then come down here, Akila.
Well.
I already took it out. Right there is the screw that you have to remove. So it's on the kind of the left side and up. That screw you have to take out before you can pull your old liner out. And here's our cameraman slacking on the job. I took the camera for a half a second. She found a comfy position. Okay, so once you have that screw out with the 7mm, it literally is just pulling it out. There. Like that, and that's it. Now we're ready to install the new glove box, and I'll show you the parts that they give you right over here. Your arm is so dirty.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I think you said it. I think you said it on the welding table.
Can you see that? This is why I don't help.
All right, so here are the parts, and the link is in the description for the kits. This is all new stuff. You can also find kits with old stuff, but you don't need very many parts. So here's the lid.
Is that the right color, gray?
They may not be exactly right when you go to gray. You have the option of getting black, though, so that you don't have to worry about it matching. It wouldn't look bad. This is the liner. It installs exactly the same as that liner we just took out. The cubby that we just took out, it's the exact same. The only difference, we have to put this the latch part in first, which goes this way. I think it goes this way. It might go this way. We'll see when we get in there. Conveniently, the holes are offset, so it only will fit one way. So let's go put that in right now. These screws, I'm not sure what they do. I think they hold this on. They must be for these. But they came in the kit, so we'll see when we get to it. Okay, so for the latch, it just goes on these 2 screws. So just take them out with that same 7mm.
What if I want to use a different one?
Then it won't work.
You have to use the same one or it won't work?
Oh, you could use a different one as long as it's 7mm.
All right.
So there you go. I'm hoping that we didn't have to use those Phillips screws there because they would be shorter. But we're going to try it and see. I don't think so, though. I think it'll work just fine. So now we just put the liner in.
Woo, are you helping? What's in there? Get in there. Find that screw, Roo. Find a screw.
Where'd it go?
Where's the screw? You get in it? Guess what, guys? Gavin fought the little glove box cubby to go in there, but it turns out the door goes on first.
Yeah, it looks like, and this is what's special about us, is I'm not going to act like an expert on something I'm not an expert in. This, I think, goes in second. We have to get the glove box door in first, and then we'll put the liner. I'm taking it back out because it's fun. So I suspect, oh, I see how that goes. Man, that's going to be challenging. So this must open really far. All right, guys. So I've been fighting it for a little while. Don't put this bottom hook on. I think that's why I was fighting it, and I wasn't able to get it to latch because it was actually hitting down in here, and so I couldn't shut it enough to get this to slide up enough. So just stick it in there just like that. Reach up from the bottom glove box hole and kind of hold it flat or just kind of wiggle it around as you get the glove box up. And then once you get it in, all the way, you're trying to get the latch part like that. So there's pegs on the inside that it has to hook around. And it had to have been this that was fighting me, because now that I took this out, it's really easy to do it. So now we just put those screws in that it came with, these Phillips ones. I don't think these are the actual proper screws for it. If you were to steal this out of another truck, I'm pretty sure you'd be using those hex screws. I'm just going to get one of them in there so that I don't have to hold this anymore. And then I'll start the rest of them. They're all lined up. It has those alignment pegs, so it's really easy to... Okay. And then we're going to make sure this works before we go any farther, in case something isn't working. So that works.
Oops, wrong way. Right.
Cool. All right, now we got to see if we can put the liner in now that the box is in. All right, so that's no problem. So again, make sure that tab is above that. Hopefully we don't have to pull that out again. Okay, so now we go underneath, put this guy in. All right, so now we put that last screw in, which is right there. So that's where it goes. I'm not going to be able to put it in while you're watching me. All right, so now just put the glove box back. So just hook the bottom little channels there. All right, so hook it over that, hook it on there, but you have to grab your little doohickey.
Technical term.
And hold it down here while you get the glove box in, like that, and then just put it in there, like that.
Boop. Look at that.
So my dash appears to be darker gray, but it may be because it has Armor All on it, because I noticed that if I do this, it kind of darkens up. So let's put some protectant on this and see if they match, but right as of now, it's lighter gray. All right, so I really like this 303. It's not shiny like or like an Armor All or like a really glossy Armor All. We had this truck detailed before the No Balls car show, and unfortunately everything they put on this stuff was slime, essentially. As you can see on the door card, they even put it on the floor mats, which made them really slippery. And it looks nice, but it doesn't really work good. So I'm gonna see if what this does to this. Oh, it does darken it up a little bit. And then I'll also put it on the dash so that hopefully I can get some of their slime off to see if the color's gonna match.
It's still lighter, but not as bad.
It's lighter, but it's the slime that they put on there.
Do you wanna do it from a different angle? Sure. Maybe from this angle. No?
So you can see how the slime has worked its way down to about here. So I'm gonna see what I can do to get that off. I'm gonna try to use some glass cleaner and get that off the dash, and then we'll redo it with 303, and then we'll see how they match.
All right, now what do we think? And from this angle, I think it's still lighter.
It's a little lighter. It's not perfect. It's not show car quality, but you really have to look at it to try to tell the difference.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. And it actually looks more pronounced in the camera than it does in person, at least on the screen on the camera.
But the black, I think, would have been absolutely fine.
The black would have been fine, and it actually probably would have looked good because it would have continued this around.
Would have matched the body lines better.
Yeah, and I went back and forth on whether I should get gray or black. It looks good. Do I wish I would have bought black?
I do.
Aquila does.
Sorry.
So since I always do everything opposite of Aquila, I'm glad I bought the gray. It looks great. I love it. No regrets here. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.